Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove the rear bumper parking sensor on your Honda Accord. And for me to show you how to do this, I'm going to be taking the bumper completely off the car. If you just have to replace one sensor on a certain side, you can probably just get away with peeling back one side of the bumper and leaving the bumper on the car. But in the video, I'm going to show you how to take the whole bumper off, and that way you know just in case you have to. And I'll list all the tools you need to do the job in the description below, as well as links on where you can get everything. All right, to start out, we are going to remove these two bolts in the back of the bumper using a T30 Torx bit, and I have mine on my impact. You can just use a ratchet if you'd like. And next, we're going to climb below the passenger side of the bumper. And there's a clip here in the corner, and I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver to get that out. So what you do is just take the flathead and you're going to go between the two pieces and just wiggle it back and forth a little bit, and then come around to the back side of it and do the same thing. Get between the two pieces, wiggle and pry a little bit, and just keep working your way back and forth. And when you do that, it helps from breaking the clip. If you pry all on one side, it tends to break. But if you work your way around, you can usually get the clip out without breaking it. But if you do break it, it's not a big deal. You can get replacements for these, and I'll list those in the description below also. Then come around to the back side of the bumper, and there's more clips back here. We're going to do the same thing that we did before. Flathead, start on one side, pry out a little bit, give it a little wiggle, come around to the other side, do the same thing. And then just pull out on the middle. Same with this clip. And this one here. And that clip you don't have to worry about taking out. It's not holding the bumper onto the vehicle. And then this one here needs to come out. And now we are on the driver's side, and this is the last one here on the end. It needs to come out. And we are back to the passenger side of the bumper again, and there is 3 Phillips screws that need to come out. One is vertical, and it goes into the quarter panel. And then we got the 2 others here behind the tire. And next one, we're using a plastic pry tool to pop the bumper loose from the quarter panel. And with one hand, we're going to put a little bit of pressure on the bumper, pulling out on it. And with the other, we're going to press down on these slots on the bumper. And when we do that, we're kind of like doing a prying down motion. When we pry down with that plastic pry tool, it unclips the bumper from that plastic spacer, that black part underneath there. And you can see the grooves there in the bumper that I'm prying down on. They're little open slots. And so we're going to pop this bumper loose all the way back to the taillight. And then go ahead and go around to the other side and just do the same thing. And now that both sides are loose, we're going to go around to both sides of the bumper and just pull directly back on the bumper and slide it back from the vehicle. And that'll just pop it right off the car. And then once the bumper's off the car, keep it close to the vehicle because we're going to have to unplug the sensors. And the wire comes down here over the rear bumper beam. And you can see the plug is right down here. I'm going to push on that tab, and that releases the plug from the body of the vehicle. And then there is a tab right here on the front. Just push that tab and pull out on the plug, and that disconnects the bumper from the wiring harness. All right, so now that we got the bumper off the vehicle, I'm able to get in behind here and film this. And so there's a couple different sensors on the back. There's the ones in the middle, and to unplug it, just push on that tab and pull out of the plug. And then to release it, you got these 2 different tabs on the top and bottom. You can just use a small flathead screwdriver I'm just going to pry back on the tab and kind of pry out on the sensor. And when I do that, I'm going to use my other hand and just push the sensor out. And you can see here is the part number for the sensor. And again, the part numbers are going to vary depending on what you have. The middle sensors are different from the outside sensors, but you can get these at your local Honda dealership. Just have your VIN number ready when you call, and they'll be able to order the right part. And then to reinstall it, you just put it in place and press it in, and just make sure both tabs are clipped in over the sensor. And now to the outside sensor. These ones are very similar to the ones we just did. So same thing, push the tab and pull on the plug to unplug it. And then again, just pry out on the bracket that holds it in and pry out on the sensor and just pop it out. And then this one has the, it's connected to the harness. And to remove that clip, you just push on those tabs on either side of that clip and it releases the harness from the sensor. And you can see right there, there's the part number for this one. Very similar, but not the exact same. And same thing to reinstall it. Just put it back in, press it in, make sure the tabs are over the sensor. Plug it in, clip it in, and that's it, guys. That is how you remove your sensors. Thanks for watching.